Hi guys, this is Mark from Treks-Kilimanjaro, and I'd like to talk to you about gear for an upcoming Kilimanjaro trip. And the same gear actually would be useful for trips like Everest Trek or Machu Picchu. First up, let's talk about boots. There is this boot. It's called Salomon Quest 4D. It's universally useful on any Treks, Treks operates. It is a fantastic boot. It's a zero time to break in. The same boot, after 5 years of hiking, looks like this. It's fairly destroyed, but I do a little bit more than an average hiker would do. It's falling apart, but very useful. This is 5 years of hiking in it. On all the trips, you'll be required to have a backpack, just about 35 to 40 liters, maybe 30-liter backpack would do too. And the 40-liter backpack looks like this. It's a little bit more in there than you would carry, because I have some other group gear, emergency kit. So let's talk about how and what do we have in this. This is probably about 10 pounds, 15 pounds, no more than that. And you'll have a little bit less than this. So in the top panel, you would have sunglasses, sun hat, sunscreen, headlamp. You want to have it always there available for you. And if you have any mixed powder drinks, that would come in handy too. Gloves, sun hat, and some snacks. You know, it could be some mixed nuts or power bars. So now inside you would have your necessary things for a daily adventure. The rest of it will go into duffel bag. So that's my medical kit. That's group kit. You would have something that's quarter of this size, with band-aids, aspirin, antibiotics, and so forth. Then you would also have 2 water bottles. It's very important that these water bottles be a white mouth entrance, so we can pour hot stuff in and powder drinks and mix them up. Very useful. You can also have a camelback, but in addition to that, we would like you to have water bottles. High up when it gets cold, in addition to a regular 5-finger gloves that I just showed you, we'd like you to have mittens. These are high-end mittens, but you don't have to have anything like this. There is cheaper gloves than this. You can find them, you know, $60, and they come in useful on the summit day of Kilimanjaro, and high up the last 2-3 days of Everest Trek, and going over the Salcantay Pass on Machu Picchu trip. Inside you will also have a light shell jacket. It's a waterproof shell jacket. Maybe I'll just put it on. And what's important is to have a hood. Help protect your head from rain and from wind. You don't need anything else. You don't need heavier jacket than this as far as rain and wind protection. This is just enough. On longer trips, like summit day, longer days, like summit day on Kilimanjaro, or going over the pass on Machu Picchu trip, and high up on Everest Trek, you want to put extra fleece jacket. And early on, you also have on your summit days down jacket. The key here is for this down jacket not to be too light. You know, there's a lot of light and expensive jackets on the market that really don't work. I had a group on Torong La Pass on Annapurna trek, they had these high-tech jackets that were freezing the butts off. So this one, this is actually by Sherpa Gear. It's a Nepali company. It's owned and operated by Sherpas. And this jacket would be on top of your shell jacket. This is always your outer layer, never inside, underneath your shell jacket. And zip it up, and yeah, this will keep you warm for hours on a summit day to Kalapatar or to Everest Base Camp, or over the Salkantay Pass, or on a summit day to Kilimanjaro. So very useful. Now those are the things that you would have in your backpack. This jacket would be really like on towards the end of the trip, on really cold days when we know it's going to be cold. For the most part, this will be in your duffel bag. So the rest of your gear will be in a duffel bag, something like this, mostly a little smaller than this one, but let's see what's inside. So inside we would have a sleeping bag, that is mostly for all these trips. It should be rated at 0 degrees, which is I think about 12, 15, minus 15, 12 Celsius. That's plenty of warmth for any of these nights. And please note that this is all packed in a compression staff sack. We would highly recommend all the trekkers to use a compression staff sack. It saves space in your duffel bag. Then you would have some extra clothes. That's what I would use, no more than this on any of these given trips. And then if you really want, there's even more clothes that you can have. All of it should fit without any problem in your own personal duffel bag that you're going to use on a trip. Now, on trips like Kilimanjaro and in Uganda, or on rainy days on Everest trek, everything should be wrapped in garbage bags. I would imagine that you need probably 3 of those per each duffel bag. So if you can kindly bring them with you, that would help us. Some African countries actually prohibit the usage of shopping bags, believe it or not. So now, in addition to all of this, you should have ski poles, trekking poles, just like this. They help you on the way up, and then when you get tired, they do help you on the way down too. You can make more safe steps on the way down, especially over rocky outcrops. And everyone, you know, food is included on all the trips. On some trips, lunches are included, but what you should have on a daily basis is some powdered drinks. You know, I don't use much Gatorade, but there's a Gatorade. I fly to Japan, so I can get Pocari Sweat, which is a pretty good drink, energy drink. You should have some snacks, not too many, but you know, pound of snacks on any of these given trips would be just fine. We'll be serving a lot of food. I think this would be it as far as gear, and I'll see you on another trip.